Hey guys, what's up? So in this video I will be showing you how you can implement API cache using a library named API cache in Node.js and Express. So let's start. So the very first thing, what is API caching? So API caching is basically caching the data which you get from an API call, and with the method that we will be using you could be specifying time limits, which is like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, which means until the time limit has been reached you will be getting the data from the cached API call, and after the time limit, like after 2 minutes, if the time limit is set to 2 minutes, after 2 minutes the API call that goes will create a fresh API cache. So this way you would be able to get the updates, but if they are not so frequent you would be using it from the cached one, and that would be very quick to get data from. Alright, so let's get started. So there could be two ways. This is like how I have my Node.js made, but you could be having it in your server.js itself. You could be using app.get route, app.get this way. I will tell you for that as well. Just stick till the end. I will tell you both the ways. So the very first thing you have to do is you have to import. Before importing you'll have to install it. So you'll have to install npm install API cache. So that's the name of the library. I have it installed already, so you can go ahead and install and come back, and then you got to import it, API cache from API cache. Then you got to initialize it, which I would be initializing it in a variable named const cache. You can name the variable whatever you want. I will be naming it cache, API cache dot middleware. So this will actually initialize it. So now what I was telling you about the app.get thing, so I will just show you quickly here. If you use app.get in your server.js, whatever your route is, you can just put cache, and what cache takes in is the time limit. So you can just put 2 minutes, or let's say 2 hours, or whatever you want, 2 days. So I would be putting 5 minutes, and this is how you will be doing it in your server.js. But in my so I will show you. So this is, you could have got an idea what we'll be doing. So first I will show you the initial time that it is taking right now without caching. So let me just run the server. Okay, so that would run the server, and I will show it to you in Postman, and I don't know why is VLC open. So let's go to Postman, and I will call this route /API/ads. This is my route. So it took 98 milliseconds, and the frequent calls take less time, so that's just on the MongoDB side. So let's just now implement our cache. So I will just put it right here before I call get ads. Cache 5 minutes, and I spelled that correctly. Okay, so let's go back to Postman, and the very initial call would be taking the same amount of time. Okay, so that was a bit more. I don't know why it took so much time, but now from the second call itself, just look at the time where it says 1515 milliseconds. Just look at it. 5 milliseconds, 7 milliseconds, 6 milliseconds. So that's the power of API caching, and that's how you can speed up your application by like masking out redundant calls. And also, if I run this after 5 minutes, if I call this route after 5 minutes, that would be a fresh call, and it would generate the API cache again. So if there are any updates in your database, they will be captured then. Alright, so I hope you guys liked this short tutorial, and I was actually looking for it, and I found the solution, and I just thought about sharing with the people on YouTube. So let me know how you guys like this. If you have any queries, concerns, any more videos you want me to make, you can tell me in the comment section. And yes, like, subscribe and share.